going to frame how you manage your money going forward and what step.
Hi guys, ngibuyile futhi. I watched your video and then thought about something that's on a bit of a tangent, but about a friend of mine who has been living overseas much longer than I have. And obviously, you have friends that you look up to. She'd done something that I'd wanted to do for a really long time, as far as move overseas and whatever. But I've always been someone that looks up to people who have done all of the things that I want to do, so I can know, how they've done things, how they see things, how they, whatever those things are, even if they may be shortfalls that I see in their strategies, that I don't make those same mistakes. And what she's saying now about financial values make me think of a friend of mine that I obviously admired for a long time. We used to work together in the same organization years ago, and then she got a global role opportunity and she left us. We were still in South Africa and she went to the global head office, and she's done really well. She's still there. She's in France at the moment, and at the time I thought that I really wanted to move to France. Yeah, I mean, I love Paris, blah blah blah, and all my experiences of Paris, because of all the trips that I made to Paris. Paris is the only place that I've been to more than any other place in the world. I went 5 times. I worked for a French company, meaning I had work to do there. And whenever I was in Europe in general, if I was close enough, I would go and see her because I really admire her. She's a friend, blah blah blah. Anyway, sorry, just for context. Now, anyway, this friend of mine comes to South Africa, and I know I'm gonna tag her, but or maybe I won't tag her. There's no news. But she came to South Africa. She's like, Muntu ilalela ngkhona Josie, let's meet up at Rosebank. What is the place on top of Keys Art Mile? There's a bar on top of Keys Art Mile. It's a members club. What is it called again? I can't believe that I don't remember the name of this place. And we used to frequent there all the time. Anyway, I meet her there because mina ngibuya kuphi, ngibuya office, in the same office, we used to work at, whatever, in Woodmead. I go to Rosebank. I meet up with her. Hi, muntu kunjani? Hi, sharp. Anyway, we're catching up basically. She's made time to come and see me. Obviously, when you live abroad, there's a myriad of people that you have to see. But she made time to see me, and I'm grateful for that. I go there and I see her. Kunjani mfethu? Sure. Ngithi, oh okay. Mfethu. So kubo kusesibukeng. I think, I think so. And ungixolele mawuyibona le video girl, I got the place wrong mhlambe. So mina ngiyambuza ukuthi mfethu i-Uber from Esibukeng ukuza la eRosebank imalini kwabona? Athi no, I didn't take Uber. Why? Ngibele i-taxi. Ngithi ugibele i-taxi. And obviously I'm asking about Uber because when she left years ago, she'd sold her car, And if you're in the city for a short time, you're not going to rent a car. If I'm only here for 3 days, listening in Cape Town, whatever, isidingo asikho. So mina ngithuze nge-Uber. And i-Uber ayihluphi because you don't have to worry about car rental. I-exchange rate iyavuma ukuthi even if ngisuka eKasi ngize sentini, and let's say 500 in your currency, it's nothing. So ngithi i-Uber yokuza la yabo imalini yabo. I'm sure, not ukuthi imalini because I care about the amount, but just ukuthi I'm sure igawulile ngoba athi ngizanga nge-Uber. Ngithi awu uze ngani? Athi ngikhombile. Ngithi why ukhomba girl, uza ngama-euro la? And she was like, Tenj, put it into perspective ukuthi if I lose my job tomorrow, I have to come back to South Africa. Anginandlu, anginamoto, and that salary, let's say it's my last salary. Angifuni ukuba so far removed from reality yokuthi bengihlala e-Europe akakwazi ukukhomba akakwazi ukugibela akazi ukuthi ama-taxi atholwa kuphi akazi ukuthi itaxi imalini. Obviously taxi price changes over time, but still nje ukuthi uze ube ibhari to that extent ukuthi mawubuya awukwazi ukuthi ugibele. And it was not about the concept ukuthi so ibhari in your own hood, but it was more so about things can change on a dime. They can change on a dime, yabo. And I respected that conversation so much. I hadn't gotten the opportunity that I wanted overseas yet. I was still applying like a crazy person for years and years. A story for another day, but before I moved overseas, I'd been applying for roles overseas for 6 years, since 2018, and I only moved in 2022, end of 2022. So by the time we were having that conversation, I was already picking up what she's putting down. Uguti, your circumstance can change even if you are overseas. Law mayoro law angeke last for until. Let's say you were bad with your money when you're overseas and you come back home tomorrow. Awukwazi ukukhomba, awukwazi ukuthi yo konje ama-taxi awachiftile eNorth yo iPri ayisekho mengifuna ukuya eRosebank ngigibela kanjani, whatever. That is one thing that I picked up and I carried it forward. Every single time that I've gone home ngigibela itaxi, ngiyazi ukuthi ngihlale ngigibela itaxi, ngihlale ningibona for masihlalisane ngiposta lapha ukuthi hayi driver sicela ukuthi uyehlisa ivolume kuyarasa or abantu bayakhwatha la ukuthi imali nini, or ngise France angikwazi ukubala imali bathi itaxi 1950 ngixakekile ukubala. That's one thing. But the second thing that I picked up even before I came here was ukuthi I need to set myself up as much as possible financially when I move here, because I need to make the most of the time that I have here. I moved here in December. By January, I had an offshore savings investment account or whatever. It was the first thing that I did. The first thing that I did, because it would be such a waste if I came home and I've got no money. I would have wasted this entire opportunity. The only reason why I came here was to give myself a leg up financially, to make a different future for myself that I couldn't do in South Africa. I had a great job in South Africa, a beautiful apartment in Cape Town. My life was great. I could afford to go out for brunch with my friends. But the dreams that I had, my fiscal dreams, were this big. And I made sure ukuthi I treat my life abroad as such, as just an opportunity to make more money, because nangakusasa bangangifire but Tenj, thank you for your services, and when I come back to South Africa, I have no home, I have no car, I have no whatever. I need to come home in such a way with sharp. There was also another girl, which I'll speak about another day, who used to work in New York. And she lived in the same building as me in Cape Town. She owned her apartment outright when she moved back. She didn't work for a year because she had all of those savings. Obviously, I'm not the same as them because the exchange rate from Europe or USA is not the same. How going to do it? But they'd saved a shit ton. So Nami, property, saving a shit ton. I've taken my cues from people that have gone before me. And that is a massive, massive, massive thing for me. And I will keep learning from other people who share the same types of fiscal values that I want to emulate for myself. So yeah, anyway, this video that I'm stitching just made me think of that. Financial values and emulation is something that we need to strive for, and obviously everything with money is trial and error, but make sure that you're following people that have done it right. Okay, bye.